A severe storm takes aim at the East Coast today after hitting several states over the weekend. High winds damaged many homes and businesses in Noble County, Indiana. That is about 30 miles south of the Michigan-Indiana border. Nearby, we're told the weather is now being blamed for the death of one person in Elkhart County after winds knocked over an Amish buggy. Moving to the southern area of Michigan, check out this video of gusts just busting the windows of a tire shop in the Three Rivers. In fact, winds were so strong here that surrounding towns and cities were on watch for possible tornadoes. Similar stretched winds also made their way across smaller communities in Illinois. Fire crews handled a small fire after the storage building in Taulono collapsed. And moving down to Alabama, a few dozen miles from Mobile, roads through businesses and neighborhoods in the city of Bay Minette looking more like rivers following thunderstorms. And looking at the Find Energy outage map, we can see here the weather causing outages for hundreds of thousands of customers. Michigan was hit the hardest, nearly 310,000 customers affected. Then Wisconsin with nearly 58,000, more than 49,000 in Indiana, and almost 15,000 in Mississippi. But that storm has now moved east, and that is where we find CBS News correspondent Skyler Henry. Skyler, good to see you today. What will you be seeing there in Atlanta today? What's expected?
Yeah, Mugo, it is sprinkling at best right now, but the National Weather Service anticipates that rain will pick up here within the next hour. They say that they are paying attention to an impact window between noon Eastern and 5 p.m., right around that afternoon drive time. They say that the good news is that there are not any sort of big potential flash flooding concerns. They anticipate anywhere between a half an inch to an inch of rain in this area. This area can flash flood, so that is the good news. What they are also concerned about, however, is the potential for severe storms, namely what that could look like as it relates to wind gusts. They anticipate the possibility of anything between 60 and 70 mile per hour wind gusts in certain parts of the area. That, of course, can lead to down trees, down power lines, and obviously damage to people's homes, properties, etc. They also say that there is the possibility for a quick tornado in this area, but that ultimately depends on the system forming over Metro Atlanta to begin with. They say that this is a slow moving system right now, but the possibilities of it, what the impact could be in Atlanta, quick, but also significant. They say that from that 5-hour window, there could be anything from a significant power outages to this area. Again, as I pointed out, those down trees and down power lines, the system will then move into the Carolinas. Obviously, badly hit in terms of recovering from Hurricane Helene and the like. And so there are a lot of people in that area that are trying to figure out exactly what they are going to do. Remember, there are also wildfires and fiery conditions that are in that Carolina area as well. So a bit of good news as it relates to that, but also the possibilities there as it relates to damage could certainly be significant. So we will be keeping an eye on everything here in the Metro Atlanta area over the course of the next several hours. Again, they anticipate the conditions to worsen here within the next hour. We'll see just how bad it gets.
Okay, CBS News correspondent Skyler Henry, thank you, and please stay safe out there. And Jess, you can just hear there, it sounds like this is going to affect a lot of areas, and it's going to be an issue too.
Oh, absolutely. Widespread throughout the East Coast. That's what we're gearing up for today. Tomorrow, we have another system on the back end of that as we head into our Wednesday setup too, which just brings severe weather widespread throughout the South and off into the East. He made some good points, though. There are damaging winds right around the corner, and to add to that, a chance for tornado activity.
Wow.
So as we take a quick look at the conditions right now, I'm going to take you over to the map real fast. Here's what we're looking at right now. Into the next 24 hours or so, we'll watch storms develop widespread throughout the South. That band of rain tracks offshore, but then on the back end, there's another system that I will want to highlight coming up in just a bit. It's the one that you see behind me. Taking a look at the timeline for both of those storms right behind me, here's what's happening right now. Light conditions in Atlanta, that's not the case right now, anywhere from Mississippi over into Alabama. Now, those strong storms continue to track offshore as we head into our Monday evening forecast closer to New York, all the way over into the Carolinas, D.C. too. But let's talk about Tuesday evening heading into Wednesday morning. This is the next system that we're going to be concerned about, bringing in more damaging winds, strong thunderstorm activity, widespread from the Mississippi all the way up into the Great Lakes. And there's a reason why today and tomorrow we're dealing with a severe weather outlook, showing an enhanced risk from the panhandle of Florida all the way up into areas like North Carolina. Damaging winds are widespread throughout these communities, and we're going to watch it ramp up throughout this afternoon. Where Skyler was at right now, he even mentioned there's just light showers currently in Atlanta. That will look a lot different when people look out their window just within the next 15-20 minutes or so. There's also tornado threat widespread throughout the south. We'll monitor that as well as we head into the coming days. Today's forecast for excessive rain outlook really isolates areas close to New Orleans with anywhere up to around 2 inches of rain, which could happen quick, which means flash flooding is possible. And that looks the exact same anywhere from Maryland all the way over into New York City. Back to you.
All right, Jess, thank you.